And that's why we're blessed. I'm really blessed, guys. I'm blessed to have MIC, to have trading, to be able to help you guys. You know, I have been an antisocial kid all my life anyway, so being a nerd and engineer. So this is nothing new to me. Everyone's like going nuts, but I'm like, dude, this is just another normal day. I've been trading in my office with Alex and Tosh and the rest of the guys every single day anyways. I don't see the sunlight. All right, let me start with this. What's the name of the setup on CPAH? That's what I've been talking about, MIC large caps. Yep. What's the name of the setup on CPAH? Well, there's really no names, guys, for these. It's you find out the top when the top is set, and the top is set usually through. You can find those. So I'll start right now. So, a couple items we're gonna start. What I'm really excited about, guys, is this. I'm really excited for the fact that there's a DVD coming out next month. Trading is really tough, man. Tough because there's so much to learn. But the thing is this, you don't know where to start. So when you start learning stocks, you're like, where do I start? First of all, I don't even know the terminology, man. You know, what is a low float? What does all this stuff mean? So you don't know where to dive in. It's just all over the place. And so we created this DVD, which is, in my opinion, revolutionary. I haven't seen anything like this. Basically, how to go from knowing really much nothing about stock market to placing your trade with confidence within the first 7 hours. Within 7 hours, okay? We'll take you through what's a stock, how to enter, how to exit, the lines, the technical analysis. So, I was just talking to the guys yesterday, and the reason I didn't start a service long ago is because I couldn't find the missing link. I couldn't figure out, like, okay, man, if I teach someone to do this stuff, they're going to blow up. You know, there's risk management, all this stuff. So until I figured out every part of it, to give you guys all the rules so that you can basically be safe when you're trading or when you're shorting. So the problem with shorting is this. The problem with shorting is, you know, you could be up 50 cents on a stock. You go out, you know, and then it's zombies. It's zombies. All of a sudden, like, how can it reclaim? How can it be down 50 cents under VWAP on a $3 stock and now it's at $5? How is that possible? Well, it is possible, guys. It's a combination of float, rotation, all that stuff. It depends on how many shares are on the float and all that. So we come up with rules like the zombie rules, all that. So all that basically now is in a process. So the key to trading is this. Anybody can give you an alert, and you can make a massive amount of money on an alert, and then you can massively lose it back. But there is no process. The process is, you need a proper process to become consistent, a repeatable process around a proven strategy. So I hate it when people ask me one-off, what do you think about this play? Well, it's like, that doesn't really matter. If I tell you what I think, how is that going to help you in the future? You're going to copy all my trades? It's like going to school, man. So now it hits you, right? Like when we were going to school, it's like, okay, let's copy off the smart Asian kid. Everyone copies off the smart Asian kid, which was me. And then they're like, oh shit, I'm not going to need to learn this stuff. But there reaches a point where now we're an adult. We can't copy off each other for the rest of our lives. So I'm like, dude, I should have learned this. I should have learned that. So same thing with stocks. In the beginning, the way people usually do is they think stocks are random. And so they copy your trades. I did that too. Everyone goes through that. You copy a guru, and all that stuff, right? And then you're like, dude, I don't really know how. I thought all stocks are random. If you keep chasing an alert, you keep thinking every stock is a pump and dump, which it is kind of in a way, because the point of a stock is for the investor to make money. And so they have PRs, and you know the reason they put PRs is to pump things out. But so now that you know now that you know that it happens, create a proper process around it. Damn, what's INO at? I told my guys every time I leave, that shit something tanks that I've been looking at. But so you create a proper process around it. So with a proper process, you can now basically trade on your own. And that's what the DVD is about, guys. I won't talk about it too much, but that's the exciting thing that we've been working with for the past 6 months. So thanks, Alex and Joe and all the other guys. Oh, it's not really tanking. It's still above VWAP. So it may trap again. So one of the strategies we teach is first red day. And so as long as it's still green on the day, I'm okay with that stock, because who knows what it is. We play it safe, guys. That's the thing. You don't need to top tick. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to repeat 100 times. If you're a short seller, you do not need to top tick to make money. What you need to do is identify the top. Once the top has been identified, once it's confirmed, then you enter the stock. Doesn't matter if you're entering a stock 10, 20, 30 cents below the top. Look at CPAH. Okay, so that's what I talked about today. So how do we find out CPAH? I talked to the guys in the room. We did all the research in the morning. I pulled out the last time it ran. So this is another trick. I don't really like to tell people that, but I guess I'm going to tell you. I pulled out the last time CPAH ran. And you know what happened? The last time it hit 440, guys. Around 450 or something like that. So, okay, so now I know that that's the potential outer line, because history likes to repeat itself. And so I'm waiting over there at that price. The problem with CPAH this time is this. CPAH last time didn't have an ATM at the market offering. Did not have a shelf. Now it's a recent, ATM that they disclosed. So they could potentially be unloading shares. And the last time CPAH ran also, it was like 41 million shares. And it was a 2-day play from January 10 to January 13. So that's the thing. They're always going to give you a little monkey wrench, guys. Okay? Nothing's going to be an exact copycat. Otherwise, it'd be too easy. Okay? This time, they're like, okay, the float super rotated. But the volume's still lower than last time. And last time it ran for 2 days. So that was the monkey wrench. You're like, oh, shit. But then you take a look at when the last time it ran. So CPAH actually tanked and then ran around 11:30 to 12 o'clock. So the morning it did tank. So that's all we need. And that's what the process we created around to nail and bail. Because you know what, man? I'm not going to stick around. I don't need to stick around. The point is not to make the top all the way to the bottom of the play, guys. The way you survive is to take the meat of the move. If I could just win every single day, taking the meat of the move, I'm cool. I don't need to get zombied. And so this is the missing link I told the guys yesterday that basically concreted, our process. You know what the missing link was, guys? The missing link to trading is not trading. I'm going to tell you that right now. The secret at the end, the icing on the cake at the end of the day, after you learn your technical analysis, you learn your lines, you learn your risk management, you put your stops, the key, the icing on the cake, the thing that's going to save you is not trading. So the secret of trading is not trading. What do I mean by that? Zombie hour rules. Do not fucking get into it. Nail and bail. Get the fuck out. Who gives a shit about another 20 cents? You made your 30, 40 cents already. You don't need the top. You don't need the bottom. You make the move and then you stop. And that's what we call nail and bail. People made fun of us for the longest time, calling us scalpers. I don't care if you call me a scalper, a piker, a loser, whatever the hell you want. I'm making money. We're making money. Our members are making money. Call us what the hell you want. I've been attacked all my life because I never traded the cool stocks. I never traded Apple, Google, shit like that. To me, I don't have an edge in that. Okay? I like to trade the crappy ass stocks that no one talks about. Because why? The competition is not as intense. Every major billion-dollar fund has their PhD algos on a stock like Apple. It's very difficult, in my opinion. If you're doing great, that's awesome. To each their own. The reason I like to trade small caps is because we know the end game. If you know the end game, most of the work is done. But the problem is this. If you are impatient, if you have FOMO, you will lose all your money before the end game hits. The end game for these companies is to raise money, is to sell paper, is to do financing, is to make their CEOs and executives rich because they own so much stock. And these companies make no money. They claim to cure cancer, COVID. None of that shit's happening. You know that shit. Their goal is to secretly file a $50 million ATM at the market offering, just like today on CPAH, right? And to sell millions of shares. Knowing the end game can do two things for you. It can either make you rich or make you go broke. And we talked about this on the last IG Live. It's timing. Okay, it's all about time. I won't go into that too detail again. Okay, so my point of this is to let you know that this game can be beat. It's not random. We created a process around this. And I'm very excited to show you the DVD that they're going to create next month, guys. So hit up Tosh. What we're going to do is we're going to give this DVD for a limited time to all annual members for free. Annuals and lifetimes for free. All current ones as well. So we kept our promise. You know, we're not going to sell these DVDs to the current. But you know what, man? If you don't sign up today, we can't give this thing for free forever, right? Because this is pretty much our blood and our tears and our work to go into this, and it would not be fair to everybody else. So sign up now and you'll get it, because who knows, when we release it, we may not give it for free anymore. So we are rewarding people that are loyal and have been with us. You know, whoever is with us now will get a special deal on it. Monthlies may not be free. We don't know yet. We don't know. We're still making up on the fly, but I know for a fact we will give this for free for current annual members. Okay, all this stuff that all our members are learning right now, you know, that they have to actually go through the 700 different videos. We've actually consolidated into what we call the accelerator. So the accelerator volume 1 is a jump start, is to get you jumped to start. You know, because this is perfect timing, because there's so many people that don't know anything about stocks, and they're out of a job. They are put, you know, they are been laid off or on unemployment. What are they going to do? And so this is a perfect timing that we've been trying to do for a long time, is to create a DVD, just basically one how-to video that consolidates all the things we need. So hit up Tosh. We're going to give a special, I'm going to make this a duck. Text Tosh Duck. When you text Tosh Duck, Tosh is going to give you a great deal on a Tosh will handle it, but text Duck to Tosh, okay? Because I want you guys to get this DVD, guys, and it's coming out really soon. And if you join as a lifetime, actually, we'll give it to you now for beta testing, and you can give us input. So the lifetime guys are actually giving the. So Faye is one of our students who we like to pick on Faye because she's a female, number one, in a male dominated, but she's also fantastic trader, unbelievable. And what makes her great is the fact that she works hard and she has ultimate discipline. So I've been talking to Faye for a while, and it's like, what's your secret? And all she says is the same thing that we've been preaching. If it hits my lines, I enter. If it doesn't hit my line, I don't enter. And so basically, what, you don't have FOMO? So the problem with it, I don't want to be sexist, but I think females make great traders because they don't have the aggression. And they have better discipline than men. Men have too much ego. It's like, I don't want to miss this trade. Oh, so-and-so made more money than me? Screw this, I'm going to size up. And so you have those type of egos that you don't know, but consciously is triggering your head, right? Whereas, someone like Faye, oh my God, she comes in, she's learning the system. I'm looking at her charts. Her charts resemble what we teach. She's waiting for the top to hit. She's entering these at the line. I don't see her having FOMO like many of us. Even I have FOMO today. So those are the bad habits that I picked up along the way because I never got really mentored. I did it trial and error, and it's been working for me, fortunately or unfortunately. So this is the problem. I want to talk about bad habits. So if I was not, if you take a look at a golf swing, like professional golf, right? You can tell who's been educated and taught at an early age by a professional. Their strokes are amazing, smooth. They have routine. Whereas like an older person like me who's been hacking the golf course, it's so hard for me to learn golf because I have so many bad habits that I've been doing for the past 10 years. I've been playing golf since I was like probably 28, 30 years old. So I don't want to tell you how long I've been, but it's like a decade. I've been playing golf, and it's horrible. I'm a horrible hack. I get the ball down, but it's just ugly. Same thing with trading. It's like, man, Faye came in as a young trader, not knowing much, getting professionally trained. You know, I'm not saying we're Tiger Woods, but you know, we are at least like professional level, right? And her strokes are beautiful. She enters with grace. She has no FOMO. Whereas we are hacking down the road, hitting the ball, trying to cheat the course, you know what I'm saying? It's just horrible. And so the sooner you learn, guys, the proper way to trade, the better it is. Because I have so many bad habits, man. And each person I teach is better and better than me. I'm not joking. That's my dream. My dream is to be the worst trader in the group. If I was the worst trader in the group, I'm fucking happy. You know, Alex is doing phenomenal. All the people we're teaching is doing phenomenal because they are learning the correct way. Before, I didn't know where to enter, where to exit. I was so scared. I always exit early because of this, guys. Because I don't know where the stock's going to go before. But through time, you know, we figured out the line system and all that, line to line, how stocks move. Now, members are knowing where to enter, where to exit. It's not random anymore like it used to be. Back in the day, if you had no teacher, you thought all stocks were random. Just like golf, guys. I didn't know there's a proper way to hit the ball. I held the club like a baseball bat. And so the grip was wrong to begin with. Okay, all the kids now are overlapping grip, doing the correct grip. Whereas we were using like the baseball grip, right? And so those little fundamentals, I call it those are the basic foundations of golf, the fundamentals. If you start off incorrectly, you are just basically working to offset your bad habits. A bad habit for me would be not setting a hard stop. Because I never learned to set a hard stop. Everybody told me when I was beginning trader that hard stops was a scam. The market makers can see your hard stops and they'll sweep you. That's fucking bullshit. Even if they don't give a fuck about your $200 or 200 shares. You know? But hard stops would have saved me from how much loss? I turned around, that stock is like skyrocketed. I'd rather lose and get tricked, guys, than to blow up my account. Because you know what? If I got tricked, I can re-enter. You know, I didn't know about setting max daily loss on a broker. That's how I blew up so many accounts. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars lost in a single day. Because you know what, man? I couldn't control my temper. Sure, I'd be up over the year, but that's not the point. The point is like, it's just stupid. You know, you shouldn't be fighting the zombie hour. So things like that creates a bad habit, because a bad habit happens because of this. You break a rule and you got away with it. You break a rule and you got rewarded for being bad. It's like a kid. You know, you snuck out of your house, you partied with your friends, you came back, nothing happened to you. You kept breaking these rules. And just like driving drunk, guys. Okay, this happens all the time. I got away with driving drunk all the fucking time. Knock on wood. Thank God I never got a fucking DUI. Knock on wood. Because thank God that now there's Uber. Before Uber, I was driving drunk all the time because I got away with it. So an Uber is like using a hard stop. Sure, it's expensive. Sure, I don't have to, you know, I don't have control over it. All this stuff, I have to be at the mercy of that. But you know what? This saves lives. And you know what? Thank God that you guys are learning the proper way to begin with, guys. Setting hard stops, using max daily loss at the broker level. Okay, so those are the things that's why when I see you guys, the new guys that go, oh, I'm going to try and learn to trade on my own. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? If I had a service like MIC when I was growing up, I wouldn't be fucking where I am today. I'd probably be a much better trader. My entries are super. And I'm teaching people how to do the entries. But my exits are horrible. And I still have bad habits of taking the money early. Because no one taught me how to properly take the money. Because we didn't come up with the line-to-line situation. And I always fucking took the money early because, you know what, man? The zombie. I was always scared of the zombie because I have PTSD, post-traumatic, stock disorder, trading disorder, whatever, right? PSTD, post-traumatic stock trading disorder. But now we know about the zombie rule. We know that in the morning, You know, you can trade, and usually it will go from line to line and not be scared. And then slow down your shorting during the zombie hour, nail and bill. But back then, we're like, dude, I was gung-ho. I was like holding this shit. I'd be up I'd be up so much. I'd be holding 50,000 shares and being greedy. So I went from being overly greedy to being overly scared. Because I didn't understand how stocks move. I didn't understand about the zombie rule, things like that. But now, we through fucking decades of this work, you know, it's been proven, you know. We created a great process around this, and so that's why we want to share you in this DVD, guys. You know, so, whew. Was there anything else I'm missing, Alex? So I taught you how to find the top of CPAH using historical. But you know what, man? It could be wrong. I could be wrong. So do you know how you... So the fear is this. Fear comes from the unknown, guys. And when you don't predefine your risk, you're fearful because you are scared you'll blow your account. So what you need to do before you enter every trade, this is a secret, guys, is to predefine your risk. I know how much I am willing to lose. I don't know how much I'm going to make. I can if I already predefine my exits. But if I don't predefine my stops, I'm fearful. I'm fearful I'm going to blow up my account. But if I know I can only lose $100, I'm not fearful anymore. I set my stop where I'm going to take a loss. And if $100 still scares you, size down. Size down, widen your stops. That's the key, guys. Size down, widen your stops. So, the moment I learned that, I was not fearful anymore. You know, I'm putting my entries in the line, and if it cracks that line, I'll just stop out. So I hate the fact that a lot of guys are coming to MIC after blowing up, only after going to other services because MIC is too expensive. And then they're learning bad habits. And then they go, oh my God, I wish. And what happens is this. It's not the money, guys. It's the fact that you spent 3 years hacking through the golf course, learning bad habits. And now we have to unwind those bad habits. It's like my golf swing, man. It's so freaking horrible. I have a tendency to keep looking up. I'm holding the grip wrong. It's like so basically I have to start from scratch. And not only starting from scratch, I have to unlearn all the bad habits that I thought I learned by myself. So ego in this game doesn't get you far, guys. You know, I wish I had a mentor. I wish I had learned all these things in the beginning. But you know, that's life, man. All right, guys. Hey, Alex, you're still around? I'm still sick, guys, so I apologize. I'm still pretty slow. As you see, my voice is not too up there, so I want to make sure that we cover all the points today. You guys have any questions? I want to keep this short and sweet, guys. If someone wants to come on IG Live, I could bring one person on and then talk about, you know, your trading and things like that, and then we'll sign off. Do I go long? I go long all the time. Have you seen all my posts? I call it the first bounce. And it's funny because all these, dude, we just talked about this today. So there's a chat room pumper that I usually trade against. He pumps these stocks and I short this stocks. And he's been learning. I'm like, holy crap. He actually learned. So he started using words like, I only bounce the first time. The first bounce. I don't go back for the second bounce. I'm like, dude, those are the things that we teach at MIZ. We actually call it the first bounce. So people are learning. We just talked about this. People are learning, guys. So if you are basically trying to learn on your own, you're already like 10 steps behind. So even these chat room pumpers are trying to learn. And I know that they're learning from us because they're using the same terminology that, you know, no one else uses. I call these things really weird on purpose. Like Zombie, all of a sudden now he stops trading at 10:30. Things like that. Oh, I'm not going to trade after 10:30 anymore. Oh, so arbitrary. But it's okay. This is how we become better. You know, we're learning. And to me, I don't care, man. I want people to become better because that makes me better. Because, you know what, man, there's really no competition. It's basically, we do fine. But there's so much money to go around, guys, that basically your 500 shares is not going to affect the market. Yeah, he's talking about process. He's talking about Bounce it up. So it's cool. Basically, that reiterates the fact that our stuff works. Our stuff works to the point where one of the top biggest chat room is starting to change their trading to kind of like incorporate our teachings. Our teachings that people used to laugh about. People used to laugh about the zombie rule. Now everyone's fucking talking about the zombie rule, but they're calling it something else. Everyone talks about lines. Remember the lines? People go, oh, what the fuck, Val? You're a fucking idiot. All these people paying you to fucking learn a line? You know, they're all using EMAs, moving averages, all this shit. Like, yo, do what fucking works. It worked for me for fucking 20 years. Let me teach people. No one even knew what a pivot line was until I fucking started using pivot lines and showing people to put that on. People didn't even use the line chart. They're laughing at the line chart because the line chart's so simple. And one thing I discovered in trading, guys, simplicity works. You know, over complexity is the killer. Because when things are overly complex, you know, you tend to think too much. Keep it simple, stupid has been working with me. And the obvious answer usually is this most simple answer. If I can't explain my trading to a beginning trader like Faye, to my mom, to my dad, to my neighbor, my friend. So I've been using this DVD and giving it to my friends at home and seeing how they work. These guys don't know anything. You know, they're great guys. You know, they manage restaurants. They own auto mechanic shops, things like that. And they're learning from the DVDs. So it works, guys. And we've been giving it to the lifetime members. So I'm really excited about that. So I think, text Tosh with Duck, and maybe he'll get you, onto the list. Because I don't think we should give this for free, but we'll give it to free for the current members, guys, the current annual members. But this is too good to be free. There's no way, because people don't value free shit anymore. It's funny, when I get free shit around for 10 years, and then at the moment I charge, and then people ask me, why don't you teach, Val? Why don't you teach? I'm doing, I'm giving, I teach people for free already on, the trading fish and all that. And then the moment I launched, everyone's like, why are you charging? You motherfucker, you didn't even learn from me the first time I was giving for free. Now you complain. The people that complain are the people that didn't want to learn anyways. But, all right, let me see. Let me bring one person on. Who wants to get on? Raise your hand, guys. Who wants to get on here? We got room for one more. I don't want to keep it too long. You around, Alex? Did that cover all the points? Let me get Alex on. He nailed CPAH as well with us. The room nailed it. But let me see. You want to get on, Joe? Want to talk about the DVD real quick? The guy that worked on the DVD, so why not? I'm waiting for Joe. Put some pants on, brother.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, my friend?
Homeless.
Dude, this is homeless. We're good. Where's the quarantine look, man? Oh my God.
Oh, kids running around and everything.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you, man? Here, let me put a hat on and look. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, so tell the kids what you've been working on so hard these past 6 months.
Yeah, so it's been 6 months, and it's been it's been a rundown, but it's 7.5 hours. It's a 7.5 hour accelerator course, and it basically takes you from knowing absolutely nothing. You don't need to know
So it's gone up from 7 to 7.5.
Oh, it's 7.5 hours. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it'll take you from knowing absolutely nothing. You don't have to know anything. You don't even have to know a stock definition. I will teach you every definition you need to know. I will teach you every setup you need to know. I'll teach you the process that MIC teaches, and you can save yourself from having to dig through the 1,000 video lessons that we already have, and you can accelerate it in 7.5 hours.
So take us through really quickly the major points. Like when do you start? You start with the terminology, and then you get into how is it broken down?
So we start from ground zero all the way from what is day trading. If you have been considering day trading and what it is, we start all the way there. So if I, like you said a moment ago, when you said, if I had to explain my strategy to my mom that knows nothing about the stock market, if I gave this DVD or this course to my mom, who is a over 60-year-old lady who's can't even hardly use a laptop, she could understand it and she could learn from it. And she would know exactly what we do every single day and how we do it.
So that's what we call the accelerator, and this is a jump start, I like to call it, because, and you guys, trading is a long career that's built from experience. Just because you watch this DVD doesn't mean you're going to be the top trader in the world. So that's the caveat that we got to explain too, because people think that, you know, we're trying to sell and get rich. That's not the point. The point is to jump start you from zero to being confidently being able to place a trade. Doesn't mean you'll make money right away, but
dude, 100%. As I can, man, I guarantee almost with 100% certainty, if somebody uses self-discipline, follows every rule that we outline in this course, you will be profitable in the market. The enemy is going to be yourself. The enemy is going to be you. The enemy is going to be thinking you can outsmart the process. Every time, that's what happens. Somebody comes in, they learn the process, they learn what we do, they learn what we teach, and then they go think they can outsmart us and do something slightly different or slightly better.
Yep, we call that deviation from the process. Every time I deviate, because I think I know better, I get clipped too, man. Bad habits catch up to you. So,
Bro,
talk about this.
Yeah.
This is what I love that you did, okay? So the DVD got delayed a month because of this reason. You went back and tagged a ton of keywords. So talk about that.
Yeah.
And what makes it so special?
The videos in the library weren't tagged exactly on. I lost my fucking stand for my phone. There you go. Whatever. Fuck it. I lost the tags. They had so many different ones, and so what I went back and redone is we went back and recategorized the library in structure around this course. So the entire library's course, or the entire library, is built around the course structure. So it's going to take you all the way from the beginning stages and definitions all the way until the end stages. And at the end of the DVD, at the end of the series, if you feel the need to further understand something, like you feel like it didn't cover enough, you're going to be able to go into the library. You're going to be able to find the videos that talk about these specific strategies and go and watch more. You're going to be able to watch all of Bao's daily recaps. If you want to know about low-hanging fruits, you go click low-hanging fruits, and it's every time he talks about a low-hanging fruit. James and Tom both went back and watched every daily recap and tagged it. And then I went back, put all the tags in. I'm redoing all of mine. Austin redid all of his. I cataloged all of Chicago's fundamental series. So if you want to learn about ATMs, if you want to learn about offerings, if you want to learn about small cap fundamental analysis, it's all there. If you click offering, it's going to take you to all the videos that talk about offerings.
Guys, I'll explain to you why this is so revolutionary. Because of this, we have 700 videos and counting. I see other services have 10,000 because I've been around for 20 years, right? But
yeah,
how do you make use of information unless it's indexed and searchable? That's why Google is the #1 company in the world, because they have all this data and they index and you can search on anything. So we are going to be the Google of day trading. You know what I'm saying? You can search and learn.
That's it, man. And once we finish the catalogs and all the categories, the next step is going to be recustomizing the search bar. And we are, just to give everybody a little sneak peek of what's coming, we're going to be downloading every single transcript from every video that we've ever made. And so literally, if Bao says the word fuck and you want to find every video where he said fuck, you're going to be able to find every video where he said that.
Wow. Dude, that's huge, guys.
That's going to be the next step. So it's going to become a search engine. You can literally you'll be able to type any word that you've heard in there, and it's going to be in the library.
Yep, that's huge. There's
and
two
just for
reasons.
record, if you search for for the word fuck in any of Bao's videos. You're going to watch every video.
So think about how you can use this, guys. So this technology is going to be so great because you can use it to learn. Because during the video, when you're watching this how-to instructional video and you want to learn more about low flows, you click on that button. And it'll show us, it'll come up 100 videos that we talk about low flows, things like that.
If you want to talk about float rotation, you click float rotation, boom, float rotation's there. Every one of your daily recaps where you talk about float rotation, when Austin does, when I have, when James has, when Tom has, you can see what Alex has. We're cataloging all of Alex's stuff, all of Tosh's stuff. Every time in a weekend Q&A, or not a weekend Q&A, but a Wednesday Q&A, that Tosh has ever discussed something about float rotation with a member, boom, it's going to be there. You're going to be able to go to that video.
And I saw something great today that one of the members said. The CPAH ran on January 10th of this year. And was that this year or last year? But it doesn't matter. He said, go back to the archive, look at CPAH, the day that it ran, and see all of the transcript of the trades. And you know, by going through the history, you see the charts, you see how people traded it, you see if there was any dilution or any gains. So this is a historical groundbreaker, man. You can go back into any period of time since MIC's birth. And we have, I think, over 1 million posts now. It's crazy. We have like 1 million posts plus, I heard.
Oh, dude, the archive is oh my God, it's a mass amount. If you think about it, we send, how many messages happen in MIC every day? Thousands. Hell, if you want to find the dankest memes, you're going to just be able to go back to after hours.
That's true. We did it for memes. Yeah, we created a search engine for memes, and then out of it became stocks.
Yeah, you're going to be able to find everything.
But that's awesome, guys. So think about this. So chat rooms just used to be a bunch of like message boards, but not anymore. Now it's a resource of information that you can actually search on. I mean, how awesome is that? I mean, that's the goal that we had for a long time. I didn't think it was possible, but it's a Herculean effort. Thanks, Joe, and Fernando and everybody else, man. Cool. And so everybody's wondering.
He's the
everyone's wondering, where's the ETA? May? End of May? Middle May?
My ETA for myself, my ETA is the first week of May.
Well, that's good, dude. So, but like I said, man, text Tosh Duck, and he'll get you onto this because I think this is revolutionary, guys. This is, and so that's what the delay is. The delay is Joe had everybody go back in and tag everything, and this is a huge effort. So I thank everybody that's doing the tagging. This like imagine Google Street Maps. We drove that truck around the fucking United States to map every street. That's what it is. That's what takes time. And now we're mapping every video out, guys.
Show you the grill. Somebody wants to see the grill now.
This is actually fucking awesome. I mean, how are you able to search videos before? You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't. You know, I don't give a fuck if you have 1 million of these videos. It's unusable unless you're able to search on it.
And we had an algo that was trying to catch them, but there was just like, it was so much content that kept pouring in a very short period of time that the algo was missing it. And so we're all, as human beings, going back and grabbing all the videos for everyone. How much is the DVD? There's no pricing for the DVD. Annuals and lifetimes will get it, but like Bao said, in the beginning, they're going to get it. They'll get grandfathered in, but we cannot guarantee that this is always going to be available at any point in time for annuals and lifetimes.
I've actually made a decision. This is too good, man. You guys did too much of effort. I'd rather not give it away to people that are not wanting to sign up now. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather just like, you don't have it. I don't need the money.
Yeah. How old is Joe Kelly? Joe Kelly is 29. Joe Kelly is turning 30. Joe Kelly is going through a midlife crisis. He's about to be really depressed.
Hey, but Joe, you lost a lot of weight, man. You look slimmer.
I feel like I have.
Okay, before you leave,
more like starvation.
Show off your Wi-Fi fucking grill. I want to do that. Show everybody that shit.
Okay, I'll fucking go to it.
Yeah. So we'll end it with this because this is really cool, man.
Yeah.
So this is the quarantine. Everybody needs to have something fun. And I'm surprised Joe's losing weight because of this shit.
Bro, you know what? Why? Is because I've been cooking at home, and I don't cook dog shit.
That's
I
true.
cook good shit.
That's
And
true.
so I've been eating at home, bro. A lot of people, the reason why weight loss is an issue is because they eat out every day.
Right.
They eat out every fucking day, man.
Oh,
That's what it is.
I need a
That's what
grill,
it
bro.
is.
Maybe I need a grill.
This is
So
when
what's
you know
the,
you're a dad, is when you got to stand in front of the fucking trampoline to get to your grill. That's how you know you're a dad. That's how you know you're second best. A trampoline is gets put in front of the grill. Here.
you know what's funny, Joe? People are showing off their Lambos and shit like that. We're showing off your grill.
Yeah. There you go. This is where all the magic happens.
No, but the cool thing is I didn't know it had Wi-Fi. Tell me what the Wi-Fi shit is for.
So yeah, so in this right there, that little
Wait,
that right there.
there's an LCD?
Yeah, there's an LCD, there's everything. So it comes with these, it comes with two little like meat probes too. And so I can track like the temperature of any meats that I'm cooking, any veggies, anything I want to track, I can track from my phone. I can look at that. Yeah. So anybody that says I wasn't bullish or anything, that's a bull on the front of the grill. I am not always bearish.
Hey, it matches with our theme. Nell and Bell took the meat of the move, bro.
Bro, that's it. Yeah, 100%.
Took the
100%.
meat.
But yeah,
Awesome.
there's your weight loss secret. Don't eat dog shit. Don't eat junk food. Cook for yourself.
That's awesome,
Cook
man.
your own food. Know what you put in your food. Go from there. We're not going to
All
turn
right.
this into a fucking...
What's INO at? I gotta run back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you guys. Thank you. Text Duck.
Later, bro.
Text Tosh Duck. Thanks, Joe. Text Duck to Tosh. All right, guys. I'll see you guys.